On here.
No, Kristen here.
This is my wife, Kristen. This is her channel. Obviously, this is my channel. What we're going to do, we're going to show you finished product, and we're going to go over some things that she did here. I'm helping her on her video. This is her first video. So, Kristen, if you would like to grab your finished product here, which John Woodrow, one of my subscribers, which I'm sure is one of her subscribers, tilt it back a little bit. There we go. So, you want to explain what's on the front here?
So these are pine cone pieces, and I use twigs here. This is all tree bark, and these are stones.
What's on the top?
That's also shredded tree bark. The top's moss, and then I use little twigs along the sides.
Give it a spin so they can see all sides. And again,
More stones.
Tilt the top back
moss,
a little. Yep.
Tree bark. The same. Pine cones, twigs, tree bark, and stones.
Okay. And you can set that back. Now, as you guys can see, she has a fairly clean workspace here. You should have a fairly clean workspace. Obviously, you're going to be utilizing different stuff to put on here that's going to get a little bit messy. By the end of the day, this will be really messy. But let's go left to right. What do you have over here?
These are parts of the pine cones, which is more or less me grabbing one of these and then pulling the little bitty pieces off of it. And that's what I use for the awnings above the doors.
Okay, and did you use any seashells on this?
No, not yet. These are just supplies for future.
Okay, and what are those wooden dowels for?
I didn't really use those either yet. I used this. This is sheet moss. That's what I used for the roof.
Okay, and what are you using the brushes for?
That's what I used to do the paint around the trims and to apply Mod Podge to give it a sparkly shine.
What is Mod Podge?
It's a gloss, and it's almost like a glue also. It's a water-based sealer, so it more or less seals the stuff to the house, and it also gives it a little bit of a nicer, like a shine.
It's almost like a clear coat for a car paint?
Yeah, like a clear coat for a car paint,
okay.
But for crafts.
And what type of paints are you using?
I am using apple barrel, outdoor, multi-surface, indoor acrylic paint, which is good. You get it at Walmart, and you can use it for indoor and outdoor products. So if you're going to use it and put something outdoors, you don't have to worry about it getting ruined as fast due to the sun or the weather.
What do you got in the little bucket to the right of your paint?
Bucket to the right of my paint.
Right here. Not bucket, but Rubbermaid container.
So this is tree bark. We got lucky and lightning hit one of our trees, so there was all these little shreds outside that I was able to pick up, and this is what I use to side the whole entire house. Bits of tree bark, and then here are twigs that I gathered that I used for the windows.
And you say you gathered, so you didn't go out and buy all this stuff?
No, so my husband and I went out and we'd do walks in the woods, and I'd pick up all these little things that I can use later on. I gathered, we didn't gather Tinkerbell. I gathered little stones, which I used most of them on that one, so my supply's pretty depleted. I gathered acorns, which I haven't used yet, but these will be good to make little things for the houses, and pine cones.
What's this little gun you got over here?
This is a hot glue gun. It works very well to adhese the stones and the twigs and the bark and everything else. I use this mostly. I also have tacky glue, which I rather use the hot glue gun because I think the tacky glue is a little bit more messier. Both dry clear, which is also good because then you don't see glue mess all over everything.
And what's this box here?
That's your box.
That's J Drone's mess encroaching on her hobby. But yeah, guys, so this is the first look at something she did. Again, this looked identical to this, where it obviously had a different shape, but where it didn't have any patina, it didn't have any stones on this. This is time that she's dedicated towards this, and in the future, maybe we'll get her to do step by step, like show you start, middle, finish. But this is just a new venture for her. Again, This is her YouTube, not J Drone's YouTube, so you'll see me less and less on these type of videos. But this was just helping her on her first one. I'm going to go ahead and canvas over some of the stuff she has sitting here. And obviously, like she said, she didn't use seashells, but I'm sure she could have made a beach type house here as opposed to a really wooded type house here, implementing some of the beach shells and whatnot. So there's lots of ideas, lots of different ways you can go with this. And again, shredded tree bark from a lightning hitting one of our trees. You could also go out and shave some tree bark, and then we have little sticks and stuff that she's pulled off. And we have the magical Tinkerbell that she found underneath the Tinkerbell tree. That's not true. But rocks. She's picked up rocks. There you can see there's marble in there. And then pine cones. Our house is littered by pine cones. This is low-cost build. I mean, obviously, you have to pick this up first, or the template for that. But then everything else, you're dealing with a little bit of paint. And what'd you call that stuff there? Hodgepodge?
Mod Podge.
Mod Podge. Mod Podge as Mod Podge. See, we're learning. As a sealant to make it look high gloss, like you see it's high gloss, and it also holds stuff together as well. But again, this was her first video. Hopefully you enjoyed her finished product. She'll be doing this a little bit more solo in the future as she gets comfortable doing it, because she's very nervous doing this. So thank you all for the support. I know we have a lot of my YouTubers over here supporting my wife, and I appreciate this. As she said, she'll be, in her intro, she'll be doing urbex exploring. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. It's your video. She'll be doing urbex exploring, van life, this type of stuff. And occasionally you'll see me run in. And I think we're going to try to get her to fly the DJI Spark or the Phantom, because I want to show how easy for a noob, because she's complete noob. I've tried to have her fly a drone once and it kind of just took off. But, show how easy it is for somebody who's never flown a drone before. That'll be good content for her channel. But if you guys have not subscribed to her channel, smash that subscribe button. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, drop them down below for her. She'll be happy. She loves typing, and her grammar's a lot better than this guy's, so you won't have to try to struggle your way reading what she types. She's pretty good at typing. So all right, see you later.